Hey, this is Mr. Barr, and today we're going to do solving for a variable, also called literal equations. Goal, I can use one variable equations and inequalities to model and solve real-life problems. Why? Math has its own language and rules. I want to learn the language. Remember, this entire learning goal has been about how math works, learning the rules. It's like a big chess game. We have a whole bunch of methods for manipulating equations. Today we're going to use all those methods to equations that don't even contain numbers. Everything will be a variable. Don't freak out. It's still the rainbow poster. Okay, let's get going on those notes. Start off with your name. And the title is solving for a variable. And we'll start with a little one-step equation. So if I want to solve this for x, I divide by x. No, excuse me, I divide by 2. Right? Red marker of death and destruction. Yeah. Who's the variable? X is the variable. Who's bugging it? 2. What's the 2 trying to do? Multiply. How do I fight multiplication, division? X equals 2. Now, let's apply that to this. It's the exact same problem. It works the exact same way. But we have AX equals B. And I want to solve this for X. Who is bugging the X? A. What is the A trying to do? Multiply. Excuse me. How do you fight multiplication? Division. What would you like to do? Divide both sides by A. That's your answer. That's it. My answer is B over A. X equals B over A. I use the rainbow poster in the exact same way that I did before, but now everything's a variable. Let's try another one. New color. Z over M equals X. And we're going to solve it for Z. Okay, I'm trying to get the Z by itself. Who's bugging the Z? The M. What is the M trying to do to the Z? It's trying to divide it. How do I fight division? Multiplication. What would I like to do? Multiply both sides by M. What am I left with? Z equals XM. It's rainbow poster. with all variables. All right, let's solve this one for x. We want to get the x all by itself. ax plus b equals c. I'm trying to get the x all by itself, which means I don't want to touch the x. I'm not going to move the x. The x wants to be by itself. Let's start by subtracting b from both sides. So minus b, ax equals b, or c minus b. Just putting them next to each other. Who's the variable that I'm solving for? X. Who's bugging it? A. A is trying to multiply. How do I find multiplication? Division. Dividing both sides by a. That's it. We did it. X equals c minus b over a. Okay, let's do this one also in our notes. We're going to solve this for x. Don't trip out. There are numbers in it and variables. We can do this. We want to get the x all by itself. Who's bugging the x? The 4 and the 10. Who should I deal with first, the 4 or the 10? Remember, I like to sneak up on the x. I'm going to deal with the 10 first. So subtract 10 from both sides. So I have y minus 10 equals 4x. The y and the 10 can't play together, so they just sit next to each other. Who's the variable I'm solving for? X. Who's bugging it? 4. 4 is multiplying it. That means I have to divide both sides by 4. Done. X equals y minus 10 over 4. Okay, let's call it good for the notes. I'll do this one. I'll do the next two just for you guys to practice with. Okay, who am I solving for in this one? P or W? Solve for W. Okay, got it. Solving it for W. Where's my W? So we're going to get this guy all by himself. So let's deal with this first. Minus 2L. All right. Red marker of death and destruction. Those guys are gone. And now let's divide both sides by 2. Red marker of death and destruction. So I'm left with W equals P minus 2L over 2. And we're going to solve this one for y. I can do that. So we're going to get the y all by itself. So it means I need to deal with this first. Minus 2x minus 2x. 10 minus 2x equals 5y. 5 times y, so I'm going to divide both sides by 5. So y equals 10 minus 2x over 5. Super duper. Thank you for watching.